Hello, good day, students. This morning we look at vector equation and Cartesian equation. How to change vector equation to Cartesian equation and vice versa. Now, a vector equation is given as, say, r equal to a plus lambda b, where a is a vector, r is a vector, and b is a vector. Lambda is a scalar. Now, you note that r itself is si plus yj plus zk, and let's say our a bar is a1i plus a2j plus a3k, and b bar is b1i plus b2j plus b3k. So we take all of these things and substitute inside there. That's how we're going to get Cartesian equation. Remember, I said this is vector equation. So we are now going to carry all these things and substitute inside this equation to get the Cartesian equation. Hence, we are going to substitute. It now be xi plus yj plus zk is equal to a. Remember, this is r plus r is equal to a plus lambda b. So a will be a1i plus a2j plus a3k plus lambda. B will be b1i plus b2j plus b3k. So, having taken note of this, let's open up. This will now be a1i plus a2j plus a3k plus lambda b1i plus lambda b2j plus lambda b3k. Collect the I components together, collect the j components and all that. So we are going to get a1i and lambda b1i. a1 plus b1i. Now a2j and the b2j, you have okay, here will be lambda. Remember, this is lambda I. So it will now be a2 plus lambda b2j. And now we have the next one, a3k and the lambda b3k plus a3 plus lambda b3. We have under k component. So having taken note of this, we now have this side as si plus yj plus zk. So we are going to compare. The I component will go with this. The j component will go with this one. K component will go with this one. So we now have that ISI will now be A1 plus B1 lambda I. And YJ will now be A2 plus lambda b2j. We have the next one, zk will now be a3 plus lambda b3k. So let's eliminate the components. Take off this one, you take off this one. Take off this case, you take off this j. I take off this k here, you take off this k here. So we now have this. The next thing we are going to have to do is to make the lambda the subject formula. You see, from here now, you have let's make lambda the subject. You see, this a1 will come to this x side. S minus a1 will now be lambda b1, which means that, you see, S will stay, A will come and meet it, A1 will come and meet. So we have a B1 left, which is this. So we now have that Making lambda the subject formula, b1 we divide 2. S minus a1 over b1 is now equal to lambda. It's now equal to lambda. Now for this second one, we have that what? Y minus a2 will now be lambda b2, which shows that from this case now, b2 will go under to give us y minus a2 over b2 will give us lambda. Now the third one, you see a3 will come and meet z, it will give us z minus a3 is equal to lambda b3, lambda b3. So here we are going to get z minus a3 over b3 equal to lambda. You know, notice in this case now, lambda is equal to this, lambda is equal to this, lambda is equal to this, which means that we have lambda as now x minus a1 over b1 equal to y minus a2 over b2, which is equal to z minus a3 over b3. So this is now the Cartesian equation of what? Vector. Thank you so much.